Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Playdates and Travels, and today I have an unboxing and I'm so excited, so let's get into this. Okay guys, so if you guys have watched my channel before, or if you're new, I love unboxings on my channel. I always say that. I don't do them frequently enough because I feel like I'm one of those people that goes to the outlet stores a lot, so a lot of times for the US boxes at least, I have access to that merchandise myself. However, what makes this particular unboxing very, very cool is that it is from a company called Magic Launch Bay, and they are based in China. So this is a box that came all the way from Hong Kong, and it features goodies from not only the American parks, but also the Asian parks as well. They have access to Tokyo Disney merchandise, to Hong Kong Disney, to Shanghai Disney, all of those entities that we can only dream about over here in the United States. They have access to it. So I am opening up a box today, and you might have heard about this company because they got into the scene about a year and a half ago via Disney Kitty's initial launch video, and they had a bunch of pin subscriptions, and that's what they were primarily known for. A lot of the videos that you'll see about Magic Launch Bay on YouTube will be primarily on their pin subscriptions, but in this past year, they actually launched their very first merchandise box. So this is a box full of merchandise, not just pins, but merchandise from the Disney parks overseas, and that's what drew my attention. As much as I love the pin subscriptions, I have been the type of person that has gotten a lot of the pins that I wanted through personal shoppers overseas. But the merch is harder to come by, so unless you're going to be flying to Hong Kong, to Shanghai, to Tokyo like every weekend or something, which I can't afford, then this was the next best alternative. So I am super excited to be among the few unboxings on YouTube that you'll probably find for Magic Launch Bay's actual merchandise subscription box. And it's not really a subscription, it's a one-time box, and if you want to order another one, you can do so at your leisure, but you're not locked into a monthly commitment. You just order each box as you want. Since I've ordered this box, they have launched a different type of box styling. They have one called the Pixie box. I'll just do like a quick snapshot of their website to walk you through a little bit if you're interested. I will say that I ordered this box back in July, and it is now the end of September as I'm filming this, which means it took a little bit of time to get to me. When I ordered this, I was guaranteed it would take about 6 to 8 weeks, and then I would have tracking. I wanted to order this back in February and March, and I didn't because around March is when our pandemic started and boxes from overseas became really hard to come by. They then put on their website they recommend that you wait until shipping was restored back to its normal function, where you would get boxes a lot more quickly. However, that still hasn't happened. Here we are now in September, and we're still in the same situation we were pretty much back as we were in March, except that shipping overseas is finally starting to come a little bit faster. So back in July is when they announced on their Facebook page for this company that they now had a surface parcel delivery tracking system where you could actually see when it left Hong Kong, and you would also see when it arrived in the United States. And that's why I signed up for this box. I signed up the date that was announced. They shipped it out on July 2nd. My box actually says July 2nd on the customs form, and that is when it left the Hong Kong area. And then I think July 10th was the last day that I had tracking. For the longest time it said left our facility onto the next destination, and then it just froze. Tracking didn't show any further updates because that's how long tracking is taking from Hong Kong to the US. So I'm super excited that I finally have this box to show you guys, and so I can see myself what came in my box. I'm so excited. I think I'm supposed to have like 5 items in here or so. I forget the details at this point, but I'm not going to look at the website. I just want to get into this box. So without further ado, if you're into this type of content, please keep on watching. Please consider hitting the subscribe button for future unboxings just like this one. And let's get into this box and see what fun awaits me. This is a pretty big box. It did come with the packing slip on both sides. I did take it off on one side so that I could take a picture for my thumbnail. It does say open this side, so I guess you're meant to open it from this end, so I will go ahead and do that. I appreciate the little sticker that tells me that. Otherwise I might have opened it backwards. One more thing to say about this box. I think this was $110 or something like that of US money, which actually wasn't so bad for a subscription box of this size, because this was the most expensive box they offered, and it basically guaranteed that you would have like one designer type of item in there, like a bigger item basically from the parks, and it also guaranteed that you would be able to use their wishing well function, which back in March they had disabled, so you can no longer put your preferences. But when they relaunched it in July, they had restored that at that point. So I was able to tell them what kind of things I'd like to collect, and what kind of things I was interested in. And they also had sort of similar to Magic at Your Door system, where they have like a list of different items and you can check off which ones you might be interested in. So I do remember there was a Beauty and the Beast figurine set that was released in the Japan parks, and they were super popular and sold out. And that was one of the items that I checked off. So let's see if that's in here. I don't know what's going to be in here, but I do know that I did use that wishing well function. So let's see how well they follow my preferences. I have one more part of the box that I did not open. There we go. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing when I open it. I'm seeing sort of like the bubble, this air bubble stuff that is deflated at this point. So I don't know how well that did. Oh, there is a packing list. So they included a packing sheet. I'm going to look at that last because I want to get into the contents first. Okay, I'm going to start out with a smaller item because I see like bigger items in here and I don't want to spoil the fun of this for me. Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't seen the irony of what I'm wearing, I am wearing my Mulan t-shirt. This is from Target. I do have a couple Mulan shirts, but this one was specifically on sale at Target a couple weeks ago, so I thought that was kind of fun. You guys can see the icon there. And then I'm wearing my custom Mulan ears. This is from Enchanted Alexandra on Etsy. Okay, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm seeing is this box, and it is like in plastic wrap. It kind of looks like a fig pen box. I don't know. Maybe a pen? It's a pen. Okay, not a fig pen, but a pen. This does say Disney Store Japan on the back, so this is the Disney Store item from Japan, and it is a stationery item, and it's really pretty. Okay, so the very first item is kind of similar to what I would expect from like a Tokyo Kawaii Club box. This is a Rapunzel themed item. It says you can always find a new dream, and then it has Rapunzel's label right there on the bottom, but it's got Rapunzel and Flynn Rider in the beautiful lantern scene. I can see the floating lanterns, the sun symbol. There's a lot of glitter in this actual part of the pen, and it's purple, my favorite color. So this is a fun little writing utensil, and I will definitely use this. I actually love fun pens like this, so this is a cute item for me. I like it, my little stationery item from the Disney Store in Japan. That is unique. Okay, so that was item number 1. Item number 2 is a pin. And that's exciting because I did say that I collect pins and that I would be interested in seeing a pin from overseas. And at first glance, I'm looking at it and it's something I don't have. So I'm very excited about this, even more so. Oh, great! This is a Hong Kong Disneyland. It looks like it's an open edition. It's not limited edition. Darn it. But it is an open edition pin from Hong Kong Disney, which I've never actually been inside of Hong Kong Disney. I did have the opportunity to go to China the year before I got married, actually. I remember my father took me and my family there, and he was like, this is our last family trip before you get married. This was like 10 years ago, because I've been married for 10 years. And that was the one and only time I've ever been to Hong Kong. And we actually went outside the gates of Hong Kong Disney, and my family didn't want to go inside. And for whatever reason, I actually didn't go out inside either. Like, they gave me the choice. They said, if you want to go in, Christina, feel free to go explore the park by yourself. And at that time, I didn't think that was a possibility. I didn't actually think that you could go inside the parks and enjoy yourself by yourself. So I was like, I'm not going to go without you guys. So I didn't, and I regret that. I wish I actually had gone now. So that's actually on my wish list, the top of my wish list for my husband and me. I would love to go to Hong Kong again together. He's never been, and it would be fun to explore that city together because I actually really did enjoy it. But then on top of that, of course, my reasoning to go there is I also want to just be like, and we're going to go to Hong Kong Disneyland too. You know that, right? So we're definitely going to go inside the park when we eventually get there, hopefully soon. But this is a Hong Kong Disney pin, and it's from one of my favorite collections, which I'm wearing the shirt right now, the shirt and ears. It's a Mulan pin. So this is the flower comb that Mulan puts in her hair, this replica right here, and it is like a red stained glass effect. Let me take this out. The price, it says originally was red, which I don't know what the Hong Kong equivalent is, but here in the States, red usually means it's about $10. So Last I checked, I think that was pretty similar in Hong Kong. Oh, this is really pretty. So it is a stained glass effect. You can see right through it in the back. And this is what the front of the pin looks like. It's a red background with the comb in this like circular disc, and it's really pretty. And if you guys saw my Mulan pin collection video, I did post that on my channel not too long ago. I will put that above on the screen. You guys will see that I have a number of these like Mulan comb type of pins, so this will go great with that little section. I love it! This is a pin that I didn't already have. I don't know if I actually had seen that one before, so that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to go for the other small item in here because I see two bigger items and I'm going to save that. Yay! Okay. I don't have it in back of me right now, but I unboxed my Magic at Your Door subscription this past week. If you guys didn't see it, I'll put it above as well. And in that, they gave me my first ever Jim Shore Princess Jasmine. They sent me a Q Posket of Princess Jasmine, and that was in my preferences. I did tell them that I already had the Ariel one. The Ariel one is right here. This is a Q Posket, and it comes like separate, and her head is different from her body. You have to like assemble it yourself. But these are so cute. And I got this one from BoxLunch. And so I did mention that I was a fan of Q Posket figurines, which I knew that was like a traditional thing that's overseas. It's more popular than here. But that I already had Ariel. I didn't have any other ones. And they gave me a Princess Jasmine one, which she is one of my favorite princesses, and she is on my list of preferences. So that is awesome too. So far I got a Mulan pin, one of my main collections, and I got Princess Jasmine, and I got a Rapunzel pen, which is awesome because I don't feel like I have enough Rapunzel merchandise, but she's actually also one of my favorite princesses, even though I don't talk about her as much on this channel as I do with some of the other ones. But so far, loving it all. Okay, let me open this box. So this is like a mini. Yeah, this is like a mini Q Posket. It says Disney character winter costume. Ooh. So like the other ones, it comes disassembled and you're supposed to assemble it and put it all together. So I'll show you guys that once I put it together. So it's hard to do so, but this is basically what it looks like. There is her head with her body, and she's wearing like a winter coat. And that's really pretty. I'm going to have to like assemble this later. There's her little shoes. But a very fancy Princess Jasmine Q Posket, and she's in her signature dress, just with like a winter coat overlay. So that is really cool with the hoodie and everything. Princess Jasmine! Very nice. Okay, so I'm down to I think 2 more items. I've had 3 so far. There were 5 items exactly in this box. This is the second to last one. Okay. So I didn't get the wish list item, which was the Beauty and the Beast thing, which I was expecting, so that's okay. But I did get something Ursula related. This says Ursula accessory case. Ooh. So Ursula is my favorite Disney villain. You see this really cool purple box, purple and black. There's her with the bubbles. Oh my gosh, what is she doing there? She's like throwing bubbles. That's really cool. I've never seen this either. It just has a sticker 42 over it. There might be a price tag underneath that, and they just like put it over the barcode. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe 42. Yeah, there's a price that they just basically covered. 42, I'm assuming, is like how they keep track in their own warehouse of all the merch that they have. But taking off this tag, it appears that this was originally a Japanese product because I see yen, the yen symbol, and it says it was 2,800 yen. So this is about $28 in US money. So this again says Disney Store Japan on the bottom. So I got a lot of Japanese merch in my box. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I open this up, take off the styrofoam. Okay, I have never seen this either, and that's part of the appeal of my wanting to do this box. I kind of want to order another one. I don't want to wait 2 months again, however, but this is so much fun. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to think about getting another one for Christmas maybe. But if I did that, I should probably order it now so I'd have it in time for Christmas, right? Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Okay. It almost looks like it's a jewelry box of some kind with like a mirror effect. Oh my goodness. So it's got like the little amulet, Ursula's amulet that she uses to steal Ariel's voice in the bottom, or in the middle, and then you've got her tentacles all wrapped around this like stained glass effect, and you can see there's Ursula's hair coiffed up right there as well. That is really unique. I have never seen this item before. And you open it up, it's like a little trinket case. Oh my goodness. And it came with instructions too. There's some kind of like paper instructions, which I'll try to decode later. But oh my goodness. So you have this little case that is meant to put jewelry or whatever kind of accessories. You could even put pin backings in here if you really wanted to. And I have my very own personalized Ursula case. This is cool. I don't know if I would have paid $30 if I actually had the chance to buy this in person, but it's unique and I'm glad to have it sent to me for sure. So that is cool. I feel like she needs to have Ursula sitting on top of her. I'll just surround her with like actual Ursula items. Like here's my Ursula Ufufi from Japan. There we go. So she is all accessorized there in my background with all the Ursula items. That is so cool. Okay, I am down to my very last item in this box, sadly. But the reason I waited was because it was most clearly a backpack. And that was one of the items that I did put on my preference list. I remember I did say I would love to have a backpack from one of the Asian parks because I just feel like the backpacks overseas are always so nice and they're super expensive. It's one of those items that I would never purchase from a personal shopper because they usually are like $60 or so to begin with, and then if you're paying the personal shopper fees on top of that, it's like close to $100 alone. So this is neat because I don't feel like I have enough merchandise from this particular film or series or whatnot, and this is a Winnie the Pooh backpack. It does say Winnie the Pooh on the bottom. You've got lots of flowers with decals. You got like a little wristlet on this side as well that you could attach your keys or like a ID case or whatnot. And it also has a little piglet. Oh my gosh, that is Piglet attached to it. It's like a little like chain that came automatically with this. This is so neat. It's little plushy Pooh, and he's a plush himself. I mean, he's in pink, and this is so cute. You can see his little face, and he's got a little bumblebee attached to one of his ears. I mean, this is adorable. I've never seen this item before, and it's just really, really cute. It says Winnie the Pooh. This is the key tag, key fob thing I was mentioning. I feel like I need to take this out of the paper for you to see this properly. There is my little piglet. They came attached via separate keychain. You can see it's attached to the zipper. That is so adorable. So you're basically opening up little piglet every time you want to go over there on this particular like side. Oh, it's just a side keychain, but that's still really cute that it came with that little tassel. And it's all stuffed. I'm just trying to see if there's any particular interesting element to the lining. It doesn't appear so. It's just lined up in this pink paper, this pink background, but there you go. It's pink on all the interior. You've got a back pocket sleeve. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. And then the straps are like this pink and white striped fabric strap. This is really neat. It looks like this was originally from, I'm not particularly sure. It does say Disney Store. So this is another Disney Store item. I don't know if this is Japan or Hong Kong, however, because it doesn't say it on the tag. I mean, it's written in the characters, but I don't read Japanese or Chinese, so I don't know like which language that is, but oh my goodness. This is so cute. So for the win, this is definitely like the cutest little backpack item. So recap, I got this. I got my Princess Jasmine Q Posket, Ursula jewelry box case, the Rapunzel pen, and then my Hong Kong Disneyland Mulan pin. So that was my box. I think that's a pretty decent, for the money that I spent. Honestly, when you spend for this type of box in the US, you're guaranteed like a luxury item from a lot of companies, and they'll send you a Loungefly bag. And that's what the equivalent of that is. I basically got a Loungefly bag, but like the Hong Kong equivalent or the Japanese equivalent, whatever one it is, with the Winnie the Pooh. And then I got the pin, I got the accessory case, I got a pen, and I got another mini figurine. I mean, that's a pretty decent box. So now that I've opened all that, I'm going to go into the Magic Launch Bay packing slip, which I believe this actually includes prices, because I can see something written down here. So it does say, you've unboxed the Magic. And it says, curious to know how much the items retail for, and then it gives you the item list with the value. So it says the Sakura Pooh mini backpack. So this is Sakura. which basically means it's like a springtime item because Sakura is something that is celebrated in Japan during the spring season, and that would explain the pink coloring in this as well. So very neat. I'm assuming that's from Japan since it says Sakura, but it says Sakura Pooh mini backpack that was worth $62. The Ursula accessory case, they said 34. I can see the price says 2,800 yen, so I would say 28. I think that's a little bit higher estimate, but that's okay. The Q Posket Jasmine Winter costume, they said 23, which when you get the Q Posket figurines here, they are around like $20 or so, so I would believe that. The Winter Spark Tangled Pen, it says was worth $13, and the Mulan stained glass pin, it says 11. And as I said, I think it was right $10, so I would assume maybe 11 is like with tax. But there you go. So I think that's a pretty accurate overall view of like what the prices are when translated. It says your items came to $143 in total value. And once again, I believe the retail box price of this was $115, $120. I will put on the screen what the total was, and then I know that I paid $15 shipping on top of that. They do have it's an expedited shipping cost to get the tracking versus the non-tracking now. But at the time that I ordered, they had a promotion that they basically would give it to you for free for the value of the regular shipping, which was $15. They would give you the tracking included, which is why I ordered when I did. So not too bad. I mean, I think this was a pretty decent view of products overseas. And like I said, the majority of them seem to be Japan. So I had Japanese products, and then I had the Hong Kong pin. I'm not sure. The pen, I believe, was a Disney Store item too. I'm not sure. So you get a mixture of Disney Store and parks mixed together. That was pretty fun. Oh, and I forgot to mention I was filming, but I do know that I did ask for some kind of plush item. I didn't have any plushes from overseas, like a plush keychain or whatnot. So I think that that backpack was kind of a combination of both the requests that I made in terms of giving me a plush like Winnie the Pooh backpack because it has a little keychain tassel on the side, plus it's a plushy like backpack. So I think they listened pretty well in terms of what I asked for, and that's pretty cool because I had a nice representation of all my princesses too. So yay! So this is the page for the Sorcerer Box that I ordered. You can no longer access this from the website. You can see it just says mystery pin packs on the top, but this is what it used to say. It includes merchandise from parks and resorts, higher chance to receive a luxurious item, 3 or more items in this box, free personalization, and the wishing well, which means that you can add certain items for $110. They give you a look at a couple different examples of what you might get. You can see in this picture there's a nice figurine, cosmetic bag, a big plush, a keychain, etc. Then down here in example 2, you have a bigger item, which is a ceramic humidifier along with the large plush and a crossbody bag. So those are the example pictures that they provided for the Sorcerer Box. You can see it's all just pin boxes here now because they have temporarily taken this off their website. But the shipping has now been updated as of September 7th this month. And they are now doing airmail again, which means that the mail will be a lot quicker than it has been in the past. Now the expected delivery is just 10 to 20 days with tracking included. So that is kind of cool. I'm still waiting to see what kind of boxes they now announce since the mystery goodie boxes are currently on hold. But this again was what was there. You would go to the order page, and this is basically what it looks like. It's just like a Google form. You add your name, your contact email, the email with PayPal, where you live, your postal code, and then you would say which box you're ordering, etc. Once you've entered all that information, the second screen just shows your preferences, and you can then click what gender you'd like the box to be prepared for. They have different options. You can just say you prefer not to say as well if you don't want it to be customized. Then you can say your favorite characters, movies, your favorite things to collect. So they have a whole bunch of options. Then you go down, you can also fill out the box for a second recipient if you so choose. I know the Game Boys did that when they first ordered this box back earlier this year. And after you fill this out, you go to the next screen. And at that point, with this box and the second largest box, you then have the option of doing the Wishing Well feature, which basically just shows you the products they have currently available. And you can just click off however many you wanted. So you can see there's a Be Our Guest accessory case. That's the one that I had mentioned. That was not included in my box, so that's all good because I got the backpack instead. Then there's plushies, and there's all kinds of things. You can see there's notepads, there's pin sets, there's journals, there's even like a teacup set that you wanted if you wanted to put that in your preferences. So these are all the products they can guarantee that they can almost put into your box if you so choose. You can see the rose gold backpack worth $71. And there right there is the Sakura Pooh mini backpack that I did get, and you can see it was on the wishing well, so I put it in my wishing preferences and just forgot about it, so that's pretty awesome. But that's pretty much how the website worked. It was pretty easy to use, and I thought it was pretty good. Once you did this, you just put your PayPal information in, once you got the PayPal invoice, and you paid that way, and that's how this works. What are your thoughts on this box? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you've ordered this box for yourself and how the shipping has gone. Again, it took a really long time for me, but that's also because of what we're dealing with right now. I do know that this company did post on their Facebook page that they were struggling with the idea of staying open or not because of the fact that shipping has caused so many issues for so many customers. I don't think that's their fault though. I know that they did ship it pretty swiftly from the time I ordered and gave my preferences. I think it took them a couple days before they actually gave me my shipping notification and it was out their door. So they have no control over what the post office is doing overseas or over here. I don't blame them for that 100%. But just know that if you're going to order this box for yourself, it might take some time. So do be patient. Just know that you're not going to get it in like 2 weeks or 6 weeks as they originally promised, because it's going to take longer than that. I just had another box that I ordered in May and it came a couple weeks ago. So it just matters, just depends. It just depends on when it was sent out and what's going on and how much backup the post offices currently have, I guess. But I liked my box. I hope that you guys enjoy this one too. Definitely stay tuned for my future unboxings. I do have a swap box coming up as well, and I'm super excited for that. So please, if you haven't already, again, subscribe. Consider subscribing and joining our community. I'm going to have a giveaway coming up very soon as well. So even more reason you will have to be subscribed for that to be eligible. So do stay tuned. I will talk to you guys soon in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.